YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we got another video here by Otaku Spirit. Winter is coming, the most anticipated anime to watch for winter 2026. Yeah, winter's around the corner. Yeah, summer for me has been, I think, my most disastrous anime time for me making content. I feel like it's been one of the coolest seasons that we've had. Different shows, different vibes, different entertainment that we've been getting. And I feel like winter should be the one that's gonna take us to the next level. So make sure you guys like and subscribe. Tell me what you guys think, and tell me what is your guys' most anticipated shows in 2026. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you enjoy your break? Did you get some much needed rest from anime? Because yes, winter is coming. Anyone who's been keeping a pulse on anime knows that the winter 2026 anime season is looking to be the hypest season since, well, the summer 2025. I guess I didn't really expect for that punchline to fall so flat. Fall was just pretty weak. Well, yes, most of what is anticipated for winter is centered around returners. There's still a ton to be excited for. We're getting Anime Planet of the Apes. Dark Gathering is getting a prequel with Kaya-chan. He's rage baiting to save his sister. Reincarnated as a Pokemon. The perfect waifu is here, and she cleans. Your seasonal CGI scare. This chick sprouts mushrooms. We get another season of watching Oshinoko while the sources complain about the ending of the manga. We're taking bets now if we're actually going to get a full season of Fate Strange Fake. Highly doubt it. MAPPA fans get to spend all season looking through socials of anyone working on Hell's Paradise and Jujutsukaisen at the same time to find any calls for help. And the award for the worst titled anime goes to Don't Think Someone Like You Could Defeat the Demon Lord. I was told that as I was kicked out of the hero's party, so now I want to live a carefree life with the king. Yes, that's a title. Trigun returns with
That is a lot. That is a lot. Like, one thing I'm actually super excited for the new Jujutsukaisen. It's gonna be epic. Frieren is also gonna be crazy. So guys, let's see what's coming out in winter 2026. Of course, the first we got Frieren season number 2. Frieren is gonna be interesting to see. We got Hell's Paradise season 2. Holy shit. We're gonna have Hell's Paradise, Jujutsukaisen, of course, part 1. I think this is season 4, or maybe it's like a spin-off of this guy with the sword. I guess it's just a cool spin-off. Fire Force part 2, season 3, right? Season 3, part 2, yes. Oshinoko, season number 3. My Story, and then this one, the most anticipated. Oh, and then Trigun, Stargazing. Oh shit, we got Trigun again. We got the spin-off, or the whatchamacallit sequel, I'm guessing, for Trigun. Trigun is also a really cool anime. I think you guys should also watch that. It's gonna be interesting to see what we gonna have for this new anime season. I cannot wait. No cap.
Best Girl Millie. The Worm Picker is back. Chain Shoulder returns for more lewd punishment games. She accidentally lost her virginity to a robot. Oh look,
What? She accidentally lost her virginity to a robot. What the fuck?
X-Arm's back in feudal Japan. Please give me more Nun Nekotamaki. Wincest. Rabbit, bird, mermaid, werewolf, monster girls are back. Dungeon diving with my Daughteru. And finally, we're not just getting one adorable demon lord, but yes, 2 adorable demon lords in one season. Jokes real aside, I've combed through all 66 currently listed titles and come up with my most anticipated new and returning shows of the winter season. So let's just dive right into it. Starting things off with the returners. Without a doubt, the most anticipated show for me for the entirety of the season, returners or not, is Frieren Beyond Journey's End.
Yeah, of course. Frieren season 1 was amazing, and you can imagine season 2 how amazing it's gonna be. The only thing that they can drop the ball by, of course, is the curse of anime season 2s is the quality. I feel like a lot of anime season 1, they know what the fuck they're doing, and then season 2, holy shit, they just dropped the ball. I feel like, when I look at an animation like One Punch Man, I feel like, these studios, they're scamming these companies. Like, the people that are working on these shows, they are like big scammers. Like, I was looking at One Punch Man, and I'm like, no, man, this is a scam. Like, I feel like they scammed the big production studio for money, and so that I think maybe they took maybe 70% and they put it in their pocket. The other 30, they just used it to make the anime. So, dude, we're gonna see. Frieren, literally, the ball is in their court. The only thing that I'm hoping for is the quality of animation, because the story is there. I mean, I don't know if it's a light novel or manga, but the story is there. So the ball is literally in their court.
Cannot wait for season 2. I did an entire I don't know, it was like a 20-minute analysis on like a minute and a half trailer for season 2, and I'm just beyond hype. Yes, I do have my concerns around the idea that we lost Keiichiro Saito as the director, but he's supposed to be working alongside the actual director that's going to be taking over.
First sign. That's your first sign right there. The director's gone. Why did the director go? Like, that's not sign number one over there. That's the first sign when you can see scam is approaching.
That director worked as episode director for the first season, so I still have my hope. I'm not gonna doom and gloom like some people are already doing just because they changed directors. It's still the same studio, it's still the same staffers. It's just a little bit of a shift in directors. I still have a lot of hope for this series. I absolutely.
That's red flag number one. 3 red flags, done. But red flag number one, that's all I'm gonna say.
Absolutely love it. I love the storytelling about Frieren and her again journey through the hero's party's path and revisiting all those memories that she had from her travels with the hero Himmel, and it's so good. My second most anticipated, I think, for the entire season is easily Medalist. I cannot wait for season 2 of Medalist. I loved season 1. I loved Inori's story, seeing her fight to become a skater and all the difficulties that she goes through because she started so late.
Oh, I remember this series. This series was pretty interesting. A lot of people were recommending it. People really love this, especially Gigok. Gigok was recommending this like no man's business. I'm going to give this one a try. I'm going to probably watch a few episodes and just check it out. But yeah, I remember he was singing the praises of this show.
Really kind of an underdog story that you just want to root for these characters. And the other thing that I love so much about the story so far is that even if it's not Inori like at the front stage, like if it's some other character that's taken the rank, I cheer for them too. Like, this is one of those stories that no matter who hits the rank, I just want to support them. And it does help the fact that they've been doing, even though it is CGI with the actual performances, they've been doing an absolutely incredible job with the actual capture, doing full like motion capture, and then converting that into the actual style they have that looks really, really good for it. Of course,
I feel like, CGI, the show To Become a Hero X, or what's that other show on Netflix? I forgot the show, that one with the girl with the blue hair. So those shows, I feel like, for example, To Be Hero X, Spider-Man the Xenoverse as well, I feel like that's the perfect 3D. This weird 3D that a lot of Japanese studios have adapted is pretty garbage. Or Lord of the Mysteries. Also, Lord of the Mysteries also has 3D. The way how China does 3D, I feel like that's the perfect 3D for animation. Because I feel like, with this weird 3D that they have, it makes the shows look janky, weird, a bit cheap in a way. I don't know if you get what I mean.
Also have Oshinoko returning. Oshinoko season 3, massively hyped for it. Really do love this series. Love the first season. The second season had a little bit of a dip point, but overall it came back for me, and it left me on a note where I'm like, please, more. I want more. I cannot wait for the series to come back. Absolutely love the drama. Love the insights into the entertainment industry that this writer has done. He's truly a genius. Definitely knows the entertainment industry in and out. Knows the disgusting sides of it, and I love getting in that nitty gritty of it. Really hyped.
I feel like Oshinoko season 2 was the one where I didn't really watch that much. I only watched season 1, My Star. So My Star season 1 was really amazing. I really liked watching Oshinoko season 1, was just super amazing. It did have a dip points, I think, around episode 8, but then of course it did pull back around the late of the season. So I would want to watch season 2. I never really I was waiting for the dubbed version, because I do watch sub, trust me, don't get me wrong when it comes to watching sub, but certain shows, like if I started in dubbed, I want to finish it kind of like in dubbed. But as well as at the same time, I think I was rewatching Classroom of the Elite season 1 till 3. Holy smokes, they changed a lot of characters in season 1 and 3, but hey, it is what it is.
To see My Hero Academia coming back, Vigilante. I really love the first season of the series. I think it's a nice refresh of the My Hero Academia series. Really do like what this writer is doing with the characters, really kind of pulling it back from the crazy big epic fights that's like world ending, and let's get it back to, just some people taking down bad guys again.
Yeah, of course, My Hero Academia season 3. honestly, I think one of the most funnest interpretations of My Hero Academia. It's like a reinvention of like the formula of what makes My Hero Academia fun, but then we get to see different characters, different point of views, different like it feels fresh. That's the one thing which I like about it. It feels very fresh, and of course, I think this is where they're gonna kind of have a continuation, kind of separating it from the whole big major fights, especially the final season. My God, has it been a movie? I think the saving grace of summer anime has been My Hero Academia instead of what do they call it? I don't bullshit. One Punch Man. That was rubbish.
I've been really enjoying it so far. Love my Pop Step. Can't wait to see her as well. It looks like this season we might be getting more into Eraserhead, which is kind of interesting, but I'm super hyped for it. And of course, yes, we have Jujutsu Kaisen coming back. I've never been like a massive fan of Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm actually planning on possibly doing a rewatch before this next season comes out. See if possibly it clicks for me this time, because I do want to enjoy it as much as everybody else does. It's like one of those series where I like it, but like I'm not feeling the hype like everybody else is. So I'm kind of wondering if I should rewatch it and see if I can hopefully jump on that train that I've missed this entire time.
I don't understand why he doesn't like Jujutsu Kaisen. I think Jujutsu Kaisen is literally up there. This is one of the coolest animes that you will ever see. It is so much fun. It's so much hype. It's literally hype of anime. I know season 2 was also giving me a headache where they would have some of the best animation you've ever seen, and then they will have low points where I'm like, what the hell is happening? Jujutsu Kaisen, I rewatched the fights, not the whole series. I want to also rewatch it. I think I'm gonna skip season 1, or I'm gonna try watch season 1, or just watch season 2, because man, it was rough. I tried to rewatch season 1. It was so rough. I feel like rewatching it I feel like it doesn't have value over time. I don't know how to put the word, but value over time. Like if you watched it the first time and now you're trying to rewatch it, holy shit, it is so difficult to watch. But again, it's a really great show. I think it's one of the top 10 of this generation. This is the big 3. It's My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Demon Slayer. I gotta give it that, no cap.
Fire Force Season 3 Part 2, that one's coming back as well. Looking forward to that. I'm not a massive fan. I like my Tamaki though. Looking forward to more cooking on Tamaki's butt. We'll see. Then we have Trigun Stargaze.
Fire Force Season 3 Part 2. I feel like Fire Force is kind of losing its identity. I feel like there's a lot of good shows. One thing which I feel like Fire Force's downfall is there's a lot of good shows, and they kind of need to find a direction where they can take the show. Trust, Fire Force is a good time. I'm not gonna diss it and say that it's not a good time. It's a really good time of watching an anime. Seeing from where it is to where it is now, it's a really good time, and especially if you have like really nice speakers, holy fuck. The sound design of that show is amazing.
Really hyped to see the one come back, mainly around the fact that it's going to now have Millie. Millie was like my favorite character of the old series, and at the end of the first season, we finally get to see Millie pop up, so I am actually really happy to see this series come back, just because I really like Millie. We'll see though. They've been doing a good job with it so far.
Trigun was a really great series. I feel like I only watched 2 episodes though. I was watching it with my girlfriend. I need to finish the whole series. But watching the first 2 episodes, it was really something different, really something refreshing. I didn't expect to have those type of vibes. When you watch the first episode, it feels so new. It feels so engaging. I like something that's new, engaging, something that kind of like piques my interest. So that's how I felt about Trigun.
Hell's Paradise Season 2, that one's coming back as well. I really love the art style of this series. I do like a lot of the character stories they've done so far, but I do have to admit that the island itself hasn't been the most interesting storylines around that. It's been mostly around the main guy. So hopefully it expands more and it gets more interesting on the island itself. Chain Soldier.
I don't know. I feel so opposite of Otaku Spirit. Rewatching Hell's Paradise made me realize that holy fuck, Mappa was cooking. Mappa was cooking, bruv. Like, rewatching this show made me really, really rethink my view of Hell's Paradise, because this show is so fucking amazing. The actions are amazing. The story is great. Yes, it does have its downfalls and its dips, but over time, it's like, wow. It's so new. It feels so fresh. Like, it's such a fresh take of an action story. That's what I love about it. The fresh take, it's very fresh. I love Hell's Paradise. If you haven't watched it, watch it right now. It's on Netflix.
We'll see. I think I mostly watched Chain Soldier just because of the punishment games they had. For those who don't know, it's a story about a guy who's like, controlled by this other girl, and then at the end of helping her, she has to do like a punishment game for him. Whatever he desires mentally, she's forced to do, and it's always something perverted. It's okay. And yes, finally,
Chain Soldier, the Guna anime, no, not for me, not for me. I tried watching it, no. I think it came at the time when there was just too much good stuff. There was just too much good stuff. I tried rewatching it again, still no. I don't think I will try it. I'll try it again. You know, sometimes it is trial and error. I think another show which I'm thinking of is Call of the Night. That show, I hated watching Call of the Night. First episode, I watched the first episode and I remember I'm like, damn, this shit is horrible. It's so boring. But then over time, I started realizing, wow, this show is meant for me. This is a show for me. Some shows take some time, and then when you realize that, oh shit, this is actually a good story, then, you know, yeah, it just maybe needs some time to be given. We'll see.
apparently, Fate Strange Fake. Like I keep saying, I'll believe it when we actually see the entire thing air. I'm still convinced at this point that we'll probably only get 4 episodes of it, and then it'll go on hiatus again for another year, but we'll see. But apparently this show is supposed to be airing. If it does air the entire thing, this will probably be my favorite show of the season. I absolutely love the series so far. I think this writer is brilliant. It's the writer of Bacano and da-da-da-da. I love his writing, but I'm sick of this delays. Like, the delays are killing any and all hype and love I have for the show. So hopefully they finally air it this time. And that's it for the...
I've only watched Fate for the first time once. I don't know, man. Fate the Fate ReZero, the girl with the blonde hair with the sword. That was my first Fate which I've ever watched. This one I don't think. Yeah, I don't think Fate is meant for me. But again, you know, and as well with also another show like Fate, I've heard a lot of hype and I feel like, man, if I probably give this one a chance, I'll probably fall in love with it. But I'll see, man. Of course, it's with time and trial and error, you know.
Returners that I'm hyped for. Let's get into the new series. The ones that nobody knows about that you want to get some information on, let's dive into it. First things first, Sentenced to be a Hero. This show, my gosh, looks so good. The PV for this show looks chef kiss. Now, there's a side that I'm kind of cautiously coming into this show because Studio Kai is working on it, and I'm not really knowing Studio Kai for being like Sakaga. So there could be a chance this is their breakout. This is the one that they're going to do some crazy, incredible stuff with, and this is going to be their big hit. We'll have to wait and see. Sometimes these PVs look really good, and it's all the really good cuts that they put in there, and the rest of the show doesn't look that great. The synopsis is, hero is the worst punishment in the world. For those convicted of heinous crimes, they are sentenced to become a hero, and forced to enter the mandatory military service in the war against the demon lords. These convicts are not even allowed.
Why does this sound like an isekai? Sentenced to be a hero. So far it sounds okay, man. You know, as we say, we need to see what's gonna happen.
To die. If they're killed, they are resurrected to fight another day. Hero Xylo Forbarts, former head of the Order of the Holy Knights, leads a penal unit of deplorables fighting on the front lines. It's in these direst of the circumstances that he meets Tierreta, one of the world's strongest weapons. When every last enemy has been defeated, you are to shower me with praise and a pat on my...
Oh, I've seen this girl around a lot. You know, a lot of people have been posting her. So I think this is one of the shows I think I do need to watch. I love bullshit isekais. Like, bro. Like, I think the more bullshit and the more stupid the isekai is, the more I fall in love with it. I was watching a few shows last season. I'm thinking shows like The Brilliant Healer. I forgot the show which I was watching, and the name is, you know, because, you know, I don't care about isekai names no more. I just watched the show. Even that time I got reincarnated as a vending machine. The more dumb it is, the more I enjoy it. I don't know why.
Head, she says. In order to survive and to take revenge on those who wronged him, he makes a pact with the goddess and launches head first into the maelstrom of war and intrigue. Like I said, the PV looks phenomenal, and yes, we get to see this little magical weapon chick. She's so freaking great. That's kind of one of the reasons I do love it. You have this guy, again, he's sentenced for this. He's having to fight the front lines. The monsters they're fighting are insane, and again, the battles are incredible. And then suddenly out of nowhere, this girl just shows up, and she's got this OP magic, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm sold. I'm sold. It looks great. It's got
same. I'm also sold. Like, the more bullshit it is, like power fantasy stuff, like, bruh, hell yeah. Like, who wouldn't want to watch that shit?
OP lolly character. Let's go. I'm on board. Let's go. Nothing really too big on the credits for this one. We do have the director that worked on Shin Kiro, which of course is the Yuri like Marin and Gargura MV. So if you like that music video, there you go. There's a pedigree there. And the creators' only other credits are Scum of Brave, which is another show that's being adapted this season. So they got 2 shows adapting this season. But yeah, we'll see. For my next show, I have You and I Are Polar Opposites. This one is Suzuki's a high school girl in love, but the guy that she's fallen for is nothing like her. While she's cheerful, outgoing, and always trying to fit in, her classmate, Yusuke Tani, is stoic, quiet, and doesn't seem to care what people think of him. Will Suzuki be able to overcome her anxieties and ask him out? Or will she discover that opposites really don't attract? This show,
hearing the synopsis, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like, this one, especially, I'm a huge rom-com fan. As much as I sound like I'm a isekai head, I love rom-coms, slice of lives. I think that's my main genre when it comes to anime. My favorite main genre is slice of life rom-com. So I don't know. This one sounds a bit mid. I feel like we haven't really found really good shows. But again, dude, with rom-coms, you'll be surprised. You just gotta watch the first episode, and if it hits you the first episode, then yeah, it might be the one.
Took a while before I finally put it on my list, I'll be perfectly honest. But I just watched the PV again, and it's like, there's something about this girl. Like, I think overall it's like a very typical, like, one girl's after the other, and then eventually you'll probably find out the other side likes them, but they're a little shy or whatever. But she's a total dork. I'm just drawn to the show because the main girl is a total gyaru dork. Like, she's constantly flustered. She's constantly overthinking things. There's a big dramatic moment where she's rushing off to go get him, and she's just flustering over herself to try to run. She just looks like a fail girl. And that stuff typically does, yes, honestly, draw me in. So, if anything, I'll probably just like watching her just be a failure. For next one.
And I guess that's good enough, especially when it comes to like shows like this. If there's this particular thing that you like about a show, I think it gives like a whole motive for you to continue watching the show. Because I feel like I was watching this other show, like the isekai was so lame. It was so fucking lame. Like, there was nothing really to enjoy about the isekai because it was like a power fantasy. But there was just one goofy character. Every time they were on screen, they were just hilarious. And that's the thing which just kept me watching the show, So I think it just, as long as it just takes one thing to draw you into the show, it can actually make it feel entertaining. Would I watch it? I'd give it 1 episode for now.
This is one that I was very hesitant to put on my list, and that's mainly around the idea that I'm not getting too much grab me so far besides extremely cute girls, which is enough for a lot of people, but for me, I just need a little more. This one is Tune In to the Midnight Heart. When Arisu Yamabuki was all alone in bed one night, he was able to find solace in the voice of a radio host who went by Apollo. However, one day, she simply stopped broadcasting without an explanation. Years then passed, and Arisu is now a second-year high schooler. He makes it his mission to search for Apollo, as there was something he wants to tell her. Yeah, it's one of these stories, guys. His entire...
Jesus. Okay. Sounds very weird and interesting. I don't know. This one is also... I wouldn't be offended if you didn't watch something like this. This is not... It doesn't sound like it, brother. Like, I don't know. But hey, man. You never know. Because with these shows, you might find... It might be a hidden gem, for real.
Life and mission is to find one girl he listened on a broadcast. He doesn't know what she looks like or even what her real name is, but he managed to get some lead on her in his high school broadcasting club. That's where he meets 4 girls who all dream to get a job where they can make full use of their voices. Just who is Apollo, and how will those 4 dreams pan out? A story that's all centered around something that happened in the past, and there's 4 girls, and he's got to somehow figure out which one is the one that had that voice. I don't know. This is one of those moments where I'm like, it should be extremely obvious if you hear them talk. I mean, yes, typically when people do broadcast or talk, they do sometimes change their voice a lot. That might be the case there, but the girls look really cute. One's like into, I think, music.
I think this is probably like showing like the side of like radio and broadcasting. And yeah, of course, it is supposed to be pretty obvious to tell which person is Apollo. But I don't know, man. This one is, I'm on the fence of, will I watch it or not? It got to have hype or something. I don't know, bro.
One's into broadcast, one is into ASMR. So they each have like their own different thing they do. So that's sort of an intriguing thing there. I think the big plus that I have, though, and which did ultimately send me over the edge of putting this on my list, was the fact that the creator of this original source material did Senru Girl. Now, they also did Detective These Days Are Crazy, and that show didn't really do well for me, but I'm hoping now getting back to more of a rom-com type of show like Cinder Girl, that's probably going to be more in their boat. So we'll see. Moving on to my next one, winter is going to be a season of some really big hitters from Netflix, one of them being Love Through a Prism. Set at a London art academy in the opening decade of the 1900s, the series follows Lily Ichijoin, a girl enchanted by painting, as she chases her dream and experiences youth. This ensemble coming-of-age story about young people striving for prismatic radiance against the odds is about to begin. Okay.
Prismatic radiance above the arts. Oh my god. Does that sound so corny? No, man. It sounds so corny. No cap.
I have to admit, kind of a crappy synopsis. It's kind of a crappy synopsis.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. It's terrible.
But stick with me here. First thing first, Wit Studio. This PV looks beautiful. Has a story about the girl kind of going this one location. She ends up spotting some guy and he's drawing with chalk or whatever. She ends up going this one place with this art academy, and suddenly he pops up and he's like this very important person. It looked really, really beautiful. Very long PV, but I really liked visually what I was seeing. Definitely capturing the style, the aesthetic of the actual setting and everything. The other thing here is the creator, the person that's writing this original, and that is Yoko Kamio. Yoko Kamio is the creator of Boys Over Flowers. Now, I've never actually watched or read Boys Over Flowers, but I've heard a lot of positive things about it. And with this kind of being the same wheelhouse, I have a lot of hope and expectations that this will hopefully turn out really well. Either way, PV's looking good. I have a lot of hope for it. Moving on to my next one, the Demon King's daughter is too kind. She's absolutely adorable, by the way. The Demon King Ahriman. He reigns above all in hell. Together with powerful demons, he seeks to conquer the entire world. However, the Demon Kings halted his world conquest for a certain troubling matter. His daughter, Do, is too kind.
No, I ain't watching this. No. I swear to God, this is one of those shows where I'm gonna fall asleep. What? No. Like, already it's such a turn off. But bro, you never know, bro. With shows like this, it might literally be your shit. Like, that's the thing which I hate about anime. Shows like this. I remember I never thought I was gonna love Noichijo. But man, Noichijo was my shit. I couldn't stop watching each and every single episode.
I watched the PV for this and I'm like, oh my gosh, this girl, she's so freaking cute. Yes, technically this season we also have the return of 'Tis Time for Torture Princess, and with that one they do technically have a demon lord with a daughter that's super cute too. So these two are gonna be battling with each other, but she's super adorable in this PV. And yes, technically they have like all these other individuals that are supposed to be assisting her, I'm guessing, to become more evil, and they're all failures. You have like this one chick, this blondie, that she's like always messing up, and then you have like the succubus girl that's with her as well, and she seems like a failure succubus. It looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun, at the same time being extremely cute. Then you have, naturally, the seiyuu for the Demon Lord's daughter is Misaki Kuno, and she is like the perfect person for a voice like that. She's got that really cutesy voice. I'm looking forward to it. It looks like a lot of fun.
Okay, that one I would give one episode because I like shit like that. Low key. I'm gonna give that one episode.
One, honestly, I put this on my list because it's been a long time since we've had a really solid Monster Girl show, and I've had a desire for a Monster Girl show, and now it's here. A Misanthrope teaches.
What do you mean you have a desire for a Monster Girl show? I think Monster Girl shows like Monster Musume, all of, like I fucking hate Monster Girl shows. Like they were just so Gooner-esque. Like it was so ecchi to a point where it was like, oh my god, this is so horrible. I hated watching Monster Girl shows. I don't like, this is not I would never watch this one. I feel like this is one where it's like a definite skip.
A class for demi-humans. Yes, a show about a guy teaching a bunny girl, a bird girl, a werewolf, and a mermaid. Rie Hitoma is a former school teacher and a self-professed misanthrope due to his past trauma. Hoping to live a slow, relaxing life, he takes a new teaching job in the mountains. But it turns out that this place is actually an all-girls school for demi-humans who want to become full-fledged human beings. I'm kind of curious what that means. I mean,
full-fledged human beings? What? Like, what I hate about that is, like, they should just keep it to the theme. These are monster girls. Let them be monster girls, bro. Like, why do we have to see them now try to be fully fledged human beings? Like, what the fuck? That is so different and weird. Like, maybe it might work. Who knows?
My assumption there is that they're probably coming there to learn about humans so they can live amongst humans, like, get rid of their bunny girl desires and being a mermaid desires, learning how humans actually act, or do they want to turn into humans? I'm assuming it's just to be able to act around humans. But anyways, I'm all for it. I really, really loved Interview with Monster Girls. I really wish they would give a season 2 of Interview with Monster Girls. But this kind of give that same feeling there, though it seemed like the guy just absolutely hates humans. So he's probably going to be constantly yelling and being mad about the fact that they want to become humans when he hates humans so much. We'll see if that gets annoying. That's probably my only fear that I have is how annoying the main guy is going to be. But again, we have a cute bunny girl and a cute werewolf girl, cute mermaid and bird girl. I'm surprised.
Gooner alert, nah, bro. What you mean, bro? Like we can't just watch the show just cause there's monster girls. What? Okay, maybe that's his thing.
There's no centaur girl. They usually have a centaur girl, but I'm looking forward to it. They look super cute. For our next one, Kaya-chan isn't scary. Kaya-chan is an infamous problem child in kindergarten. However, when Chie-sensei is assigned to look after her, she finds out that Kaya has an ability, presenting to you the strongest horror action series set in kindergarten.
My gosh, and I'm such a horror fiend. This is not gonna be scary. Like, that's the one thing which I hate about anime. Like, dude, they don't know how to do scary animation. I think we almost got it with Uzumaki last year, but it was a disaster because they only had one episode which was good. The rest of the shit was terrible. I don't know, bro. This is like, man, this is gonna be literal hot garbage.
What a stupid synopsis. It was just so funny because when I seen this, and I made the joke at the very beginning of this video.
Or maybe this is a comedy. Maybe I'm reading over into it. Maybe it is a comedy.
When I first seen this, I'm like, this looks like Dark Gathering. For those that missed Dark Gathering, incredible series, by the way, please go watch it. It has this girl that absolutely beats the crap out of yokai, and she actually manipulates the hell out of them. And this girl looks like her. And so I was like, oh my gosh, it's that. And I made the joke. But then I find out that the director worked on Dark Gathering. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is totally Dark Gathering. Like, through and through, this is Dark Gathering. But no, it looks super weird, super interesting. Has this girl that absolutely just beats the crap out of horrific things, and everybody's just watching her as she's doing her thing. Very curious how it turns out, what the story's actually going to be about, but it's got me. From the PV, it's got me. It doesn't look incredibly great, which is kind of par for the course for this director, and I'm assuming they probably chose this director because he did so well with Dark Gathering, despite them not having a great budget. But we'll see. We'll see. And my next one, we have the...
I don't know, bro. Maybe not. Maybe I might. Who knows, bro? That one, maybe. That's like a huge maybe. Maybe should I watch it or should I not? I'll see.
Holy Grail of Eddis. As a Viscount's daughter, Constance Grail is an ordinary girl whose only notable trait is sincerity, leaving her with no real problems when someone steals her fiancé and falsely accuses her of petty theft at a ball. While Connie awaits her undeserved punishment, a ghost appears to offer her a bargain. The spirit is none other than Scarlet Castile, a noblewoman once praised for her beauty, lineage, and undeniable charisma, and executed some 10 years earlier for wicked deeds. When Connie accepts this proposal, she is possessed by the infamous spirit, who instantly turns the tide on her tormentor, thus saving the hapless girl from her miserable fate. It's never wise striking a deal without knowing exactly what you've committed to, though, or you might find yourself bound to a ghost dead set on revenge against her own enemies.
Not bad. I think this is a cool one. I like watching like villainous shows, like these old girl shows, because I think so far they've been on a roll. Like the last season one with that girl which likes punching people, holy shit, that show was awesome. This one maybe might be cool. Maybe. I would give this one maybe 2. This one sounds interesting.
Honestly, this is another one of those cases where, like, when I'm reading into this and looking into this, I'm like, okay, there's the whole like ballroom, there's the villainous girl, and she gets called out by the prince and gets charged for something that she didn't do. But then it kind of shifts very quickly into the what's the hook of this particular, villainous type of story. And it seems to be being possessed by an actual villainess.
Yeah, true. Being possessed by a greater villainess, because you can tell like she's a spirit. Maybe she had something that like unfinished deeds and all of that. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows, man? Villainous animes trust, bruh. Like I didn't like them at first. Like I thought they were for girls, but nigga, once you watch one and you realize, oh shit, the story, the drama. I feel like these have perfect drama. Like it's drama that you wish romantic shows had. I feel like romance, because I love romance shows. I feel like romance shows sometimes they don't know what the fuck to do with drama. They just lose. They drop the ball with drama. But these ones, bro, they know what they're very nasty, naughty, and they know how to deal with drama. So that's why I fall in love with villainous anime. I was watching this other one, and I was like, holy shit, this is my shit. I love watching this show.
And I think that might actually turn into something interesting. I'm really curious what the chemistry will be between her and this really wicked chick that's going to be possessing her will be. What will end up being this big goal that she has to actually undertake, what revenge that she actually has to take. All that stuff could be really interesting, having this poor little girl get swept up in this big potential war that she wants to enact. But we'll see. Moving on to the Darwin incident. Yes, this one. Created in a biological...
Bro, what is that? What the hell is that? What the hell?
Science lab, Charlie is a half-human, half-chimpanzee hybrid known as a human Z. Raised by his adopted human parents, Charlie is now 15.
Human Z. Nah, bro.
And starting high school. There he meets Lucy, a clever loner who becomes his first ever friend. But his normal life is shattered when an animal rights extremist who freed his mother from the lab 15 years ago reemerges as a terrorist bent on kidnapping Charlie at all costs. This one actually looks extremely intriguing. It has a very unique premise to it. A lot of the aspects of it being a thriller, sci-fi type of show. I'm actually looking to go into this as blind as possible, but I've heard a lot of positive things about the source material, so just I'm keeping it clean. So if any
I think this is something, especially if you love Planet of the Apes. I feel like Planet of the Apes, man, if we had all first 3 movies at one go, I would have loved it. But having it over time and over years, and there's more greater movies, I think I fell out of love with it. But this, I would love to give it a try. I would love to give it a try, see what's gonna happen, and then maybe I might like it. Who knows?
in the comments, don't tell me anything. I want to go into this as blind as possible. And for my last one I have is Diary of a Strange Land. The manga centers on 35-year-old novelist Makio Kodai and her 15-year-old niece, Asa, who lived together under one roof. Makio took Asa in on a sudden impulse after Asa's parents, which included Makio's older sister, passed away. The next day, Makio returns to her senses and remembers that she does not do well in the company of other people. So begins their daily life as Makio attempts to acclimate to a roommate, while Asa attempts to get used to an adult that never acts like one. I
love this. This might be a hidden gem. I love shows that have like weird, quirky vibes. This is one of them. This I would say give it a chance. I like stuff like this, like real life situations, real life, seeing what could go between them. Yeah, this actually could be really nice.
When I watched the PV for this, I had a feeling this was something special. I think the source material actually has very good ratings, but I just got a very kind of homey vibe that I got from the PV, something that was going to be telling me a very compelling story. I was immediately hooked when I seen the PV for this, so I am actually extremely excited for this one. Something to note here is that the creator of this one is Tamako Yamashita, who's the creator behind Night Beyond the Tri-Cornered Window, so if you've watched that, there you go. Either way, super hyped for that one. And that's it. For my honorable mentions, of course, I'm extremely excited for Cosmic Princess Kaguya. I didn't put
Cosmic Princess Kaguya. Oh yeah, so the previous show, definitely I'm gonna watch that. I think it's very compelling to watch a show with complex stories, as long as it just keeps the complexity and we see the real lives and it has like a slice of life whole endeavor. I just hope fully they also indulge themselves or live in the whole slice of life aspect. Hopefully they keep the complexity and have also the slice of life concept. I want to see the story. I want to see how it's going to go. And yeah, this princess one, I'm definitely not watching.
Put it in my list because it's not a full-on series. It's just going to be a movie. But either way, My gosh, the artists that are going to be working on that one, you know, like Rio of Supercell, Honeyworks, like all these fantastic, phenomenal artists. And yes, visually, extremely gorgeous show. I'm extremely hyped for it. Washed Away looks good as well. I'm just not like super hyped for it. It looks cute. The girl looks cute. She cleans stuff.
Washed Away, maybe. Like, he put on some bullshit. This one, maybe. Who knows, guys? This one, watch out.
Apparently she has amnesia. Hopefully it has a decent story there, a pretty good little slice of life romance. Champignons, which I'm cautiously excited for. It looks really good, and there's a really good art style to this one, but at the same time, not great overall quality-wise. So I'm thinking this one might be like one of those ones that I'll potentially like for the story, but unfortunately not be too well in the animation department, but we'll see. And of course, I'm also looking forward to the G-Gen shows. I'll be checking out Ichigo Aika, the Strawberry Trilogy, the show about the guy who's with a stepsister and they get really, really close. We'll see.
We know his type of shows. We know his type of shows.
Also looking forward to Does It Count If You Lose Your Virginity to an Android. That one just looks like it's gonna be
what? Like, that's a crazy name. That sounds fun as well. That one might be a bit crazy.
A raunchy Yuri show that I'm gonna be totally enjoying. So I'll definitely be checking out those as well. But that's it. That's all of my most anticipated shows for the winter.
Okay, that's it for him. My most anticipated shows for winter 2023. I did say it in the beginning. So, okay, we kind of have a new perspective of what type of shows that are going to come out. So, let's just check out, let me check out my anime list and let's see what's going to come out. So, of course, we got the villainous one. Let's see. I'm a bit blind, so if you see me going close, it's because I am blind. My Hero Academia Vigilante is going to be hot. Golden Kamuy, nope. Trigun is gonna be also crazy. So of course my most anticipated one is of course Jujutsu Kaisen. Let me give my top 5. Number 1, Jujutsu Kaisen. Number 2, frieren. Number 3, fuck yeah, Hell's Paradise. Number 4, it's none of these Oshinoko or Fire Force or Fate. I'm not gonna give it to any of those. I'm liking this one, Sentenced to Be a Hero. I feel like that also one is where I'm really hyped. I'm gonna give an honorable mention to my Hero Academia Vigilante, and my number 5 most anticipated one is of course this one, the Journal with the Witch, the one where it's like the girl, she's gonna stay with the uncle where he's not acting like that's the one. Journal with the Witch. I feel like that's the one which I'm very most anticipated for. Looks like a good season. Looks like a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun shows. We're gonna have a lot of fun stuff. So we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see what's gonna happen next season. But I feel like this season is gonna be next season is gonna be better than this one. I feel like anime is kind of like hitting its slow down. I feel like spring and what's the other one? Spring and summer are I think the spring and fall are the best. No, fall was recently. Spring and summer are the best. I don't know. In recent times, spring and summer are literally the best freaking seasons. I'm looking at the summer. What is it called? I'm looking at the springtime. Springtime, we got ReZero, Classroom of the Elite, and The Angel Next Door. Nah, spring looks dry as a motherfucker. It looks dry. No. Yes, this summer's gonna be hot. No, I mean winter. Ugh, dude, I'm mixing up all the freaking occasions. But winter's gonna be hot. Winter's gonna be good. It's good. I feel like this is gonna be a really peak time for anime. So make sure you guys like and subscribe. Tell me what you guys think, and of course, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.